like the red color. And there's many more stations where you can do like the transport.
Did he do the math of that? Did he do the mathematics of it?
Yeah.
He did, so.
I have the link of the water. So this is like what it is now, and this is what he wants to implement.
Wait, I don't understand.
And so this is like the city.
Yeah, and so his kind of grid is over this.
Yeah, so it's like kind of to do like.
I see, you just put it.
Yeah.
GIF animate for us, they're about the same scale. Perfect.
Yeah. And he also said like, if during the morning a lot of people going to the center, so he regulated. He's like, so we need 4 buses going into the city, and then during night when they're going back to their homes, 4 buses on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's just the system right now. So it's like, let's say you go from Astor Place to Union Square, and that's a route in Colombia, in Bogota. If you go from Astor Place to Union Square, you can do that. But if you want to go from Union Square to Astor Place, there's no route that can take you there. So you need to go like one step, like go here and then go up. I mean, it's super inefficient. So once we solve that issue, we can worry about the waste system. And in waste, so Bogota has 4 different waste sites, and there's 80,000 tons of waste per day. And they have 313 trucks like these, and each truck can carry 7 tons of trash. And they work like 24/7, and there's 600 routes for them. So these are like the different sectors that are divided, and so each sector takes, each company takes one of the sectors. So what the previous mayor wanted to do is, instead of using only 4 trash like waste dealing facilities, he wanted to expand it to 12. The city said no to that. So what we can do is just So one of the major problems is like the pollution that it causes. It's super inefficient because more trucks into the system.
More trucks because it's fewer, more trucks going longer distances.
Yeah, exactly.
As opposed to more trucks going to more places.
Yeah.
So I wonder, is it the case that if you have more districts, you would have more trucks or less trucks? They're taking shorter trips.
Shorter trips. I don't know if less or more trucks, but at least shorter trips.
Probably the same volume. Assume the same volume, shorter trips.
Yeah.
Those trips take shorter time, therefore they're on the road less. Same volume distributed. Yeah. Distribution
Also,
costs are the major costs in waste.
Also,
which is why that 244 bags, because you're eliminating all the distribution costs. Even if you make them a little bit better.
Yeah. Also, what I was thinking is that there's only 4 truck facilities. So let's say you drive the truck and it's like full, but there's one more stop they need to make. So you're more willing to make that stop and go back to the facility and still carry like overweight, and that causes harms to the. It will cause harms to the vehicle, and then you'll have to pay for those damages, so that increases the cost and efficiency. If there's 12, you're more inclined to go to whichever one's closest. So this in Bogota, we have this day that's like días sin carro, so day without a car. So only public transportation is allowed, and this is at noon on a day without a car, and this is at noon in a day with like an average number of cars going. Yeah. So also a bad thing about it is that here happens to like the bikes are always right next to the buses and the cars, so people that want to ride bikes like you and be more like environmentally friendly are also the ones that get hit with more direct pollution because you're always right next to the buses and you have like the exhaust pipes going into you. So if we change that if we take away the trucks on the waste system, it will mean less pollution, and if we increase efficiency, it will also mean less pollution. So people will be more inclined to go out for a walk or go on bicycles. So yeah, so I mean, already explained this. So this would be the idea to implement into the transport system once the efficiency thing gets fixed.
I wonder if we wouldn't make this transparent. I wonder why buses aren't transparent.
And Windows.
Sorry?
Yeah,
In Windows, I know, but
Usually make them out of metal, so.
yeah. But you know, I bought the truck for our final exhibition, although it's not going to be ready. So it will be ready as of Friday. But so we'll park it there. But for that, we're doing, you know, effectively greenhouse walls. And for the windscreen, we're doing a blow-up ETFE, just like in the remember this picture from the
Extreme.
why wouldn't we have windscreens and buses made out of this? In Bogota,
Plexiglass?
sorry, no, it's
Or the-
ETFE.
Oh, the top stuff?
Yeah.
On the top?
Yeah. What would happen if you smashed into someone?
Would you check through?
Would absorb the energy.
Wait, you're saying 2 cars made of that?
Say, yeah, 2 cars made of
Oh, okay,
that.
I thought you meant the metal one.
And in fact, it's a space foil. In fact, I wonder what it would be if a truck ran into it, if it could absorb the, maybe it could. Yes, maybe we should redesign them. I mean, and the thing about the trams is that they did have always open doors. So people jumped on and jumped off. I don't know how many people actually fell on them, but it's probably more people get injured trying to open or close the doors than this idea that people can't jump in on and off of moving stuff.
Also, I think we broke the record of more people per square meter. I think there's like 8 in peak hours, and in Bogota it reached 16.
Really double New York is
So when you're in peak hours. 1 week.
Wait, what's the population?
8 million, I think.
8 million.
So it's like,
Yeah.
But New York is just 8 million, 7 million, but
what's the
Manhattan, Brooklyn, Bronx.
Yeah. Let's see.
what's the size comparison of the city?
Let me see.
All right, we've got 10 minutes before you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but that's 6.7 million.
So that was great to learn about. I'd just like to spend, Sam, you can go first, thanking your colleagues for their time and input. Thanks for something interesting and nice about each person.
Thank you, Michael, and you both offered me food before. Very nice. And
The way to man's heart, it's really
and
cool.
also because all of you are very talented and offered me a lot of great information, knowledge in this class. And thank you, Fernando, for being very helpful all the time when I need. Thank you, Professor Jeremy Chanko, for this class. I've learned a lot.
Good. It's not really. I won't really learn. We've talked a lot anyway. I've talked a lot, and I know I do that. But I actually got a lot of information to get and ideas that I want to expose you to kind of get you guys up to speed. And I think even though I do take up most of the airtime, your input is extremely pointed and valuable. Gives me a good sense of what you're at, and I think you're absorbing a lot of big ideas of contemporary urban systems that, you know, to me, it's demonstrated that you're young, 20-something, 20, that 20, 21, 19, not even 20, 19. But your capacity to absorb all of the most contemporary, challenging, you know, you've gone beyond Robert Moses and Jane Jacobs, you know, in week 3, in through all of the real contemporary issues to be able to engage at the level of the UN, and I think it's really a testament to kind of your young orientation towards the future, right? That you want to, this is your space, and these are your cities, and you've got a long time to spend on them. So I really look forward to what that is. So Michael, do you want to go around and thank? Oh, actually, Fernando, you should.
What should I say?
You should say thank you for all.
No,
of
the group has great. I've been really happy, and I don't know. I think we have been.
What's interesting? Let me jump in.
No.
Fernando was your last semester as well.
Yes.
Very different dynamic.
Completely different. I was talking with.
So, I mean, what a friendly, kind of lovely, wonderful class this was compared to the last one, which was the first time there was someone who was aggressive and not very nice. Which it really ruined the dynamic, and it was difficult. But here everyone was great, right? So,
yes.
I mean, poor Fernando, it was the first time we'd seen an American class, and he thought, what's wrong with them?
American class.
Yeah. But,
no, it's completely different here. How the classes work compared to Spain and in Europe. I studied in Europe, but even in Spain is completely different. The system to here.
Less discussion.
Much less discussion. Also, I really like the combination of the students that in Spain, if you study architecture, you are always with architecture students. Here I like when you have 2 students, environmental studies, fine arts, and I think this kind of mix between students is really good because you can have different points of view and also for me, I learn a lot here, and I think that's great. And also just 5 students is also really good because I used to be.
Don't advertise this class.
We were always like 20. No, but always maybe we start like 30 and then we finish 15 or it's.
Yeah, is it the smallest class you guys have been in?
Yeah.
Yeah. It baffles me. I always have small classes, and I don't mind it at all. I mean, I feel like I really get to know you, get a sense of who you are, and that you're more like colleagues than, we're kind of some messy research group where we're thinking things through together. Then I kind of.
The semesters are really short, I think, because now we could keep working on more.
Yeah.
I mean, just you start in January,
yeah,
right?
But you have to have a final presentation because I mean it's great to get your ideas made concrete. I so much want to build on them, right? In each case. Now, how would we do that? Without, could we have done that presentation 4 weeks ago, or not? I wonder.
And also, I think it's really good how you encourage them with the United Nations, how the projects can be real. And I think that's really good, and they didn't teach me this kind of how to connect with people and how, I don't know, what you did today or people you brought here. I think that kind of things are also really good.
Okay. Did you say? You didn't say your thanks.
I have not. Fernando, thank you. You weren't here the first couple classes, right?
Sorry?
You weren't here like the
Just
first
a couple, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I remember when you first came, I thought you were a student, and I was like, it's old. But yeah, you're really good. Like, a lot of help.
I'm trying to help. I don't know.
Thank you, Jeremy Jacob, for like all the just trying to like be a sponge for all the information. Constant bombardment. Sam, you're super quiet and reserved, but when you speak, you're very pointed. You're very purposeful in what you said. Nate, you're chill. It's a lot of fun working in this classroom, for sure. It's a lot of fun working with you. Yeah, I don't know.
Because why?
Because I mean, everyone's input is always like very interesting, and you also have a very different perspective. And like, I feel like you guys it's everyone's has such a different voice.
Really, very contrast,
Yeah.
extraordinary.
So,
Couldn't have kind of gotten more contrasted. But I have to, the fact that we've got, I'm from Brisbane, Beijing, Bogota. We just got a big project on the weekend to redesign Barcelona, and Berlin. So plan B, you're not from a city called, starts with B, and maybe we can rename beautiful Brewston. Yeah, diversity is really great. Diversity of geographic diversity is really interesting. Okay, Ellie.
Nicholas, I really appreciate your kind of UN governmental perspective on things. And it's interesting to go into this class. You're a nice fellow. Sammy, I appreciate your Beijing perspective, and you got really good ideas. Miss Yamajin.
Good analysis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like real world identification of issues.
Yeah, and this stuff really being able to summarize so much information about Beijing and actually really being able to summarize it. It's great.
I think I should thank you last.
Okay.
Fernando, I don't know, you're so like pleasant to have in the class. I feel like you bring a lot of the information and you just help out our teacher so much, and you're nice, and yeah.
And even when I'm staffing at him, he's nice, right?
Yeah, very helpful. I feel like you've got the lowdown on the situation. Yeah, very knowledgeable. Michael, thank you for taking this class with me.
You convinced him.
Yeah. It was really fun.
Okay.
And you're very creative. You always inspire me to be creative, which I appreciate. Yeah.
You haven't said yours yet.
I have to thank you. I miss you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, just thank you for all the knowledge and all the exposure to things that I never would have probably found on my own.
Well, thank you for the company. I mean, these are the ideas that I care about, and I really thank you for thinking them through with me. I mean, I'm not doing this to teach you. I'm doing this to learn with you. So, yeah, thank you. You've been really great company, co-conspirators, and yeah, again, it'll be interesting to see what you do in the next few years. I tend to hear from students in about 5 to 10 years after they graduate. Actually, it's when they look back and think, well, that was interesting, or at the time I was kind of whatever. But there's some kind of distance, and to kind of go out there and figure out what you're doing, and you're just following your intuitions, and then maybe at some point you look back and think, I started wondering about, community board organizing or something in a whatever, and you can, I don't know what will come out of this, but I'm sure it'll be interesting to hear whenever you feel like getting in touch. We're just finishing off in a few more minutes, so.
Okay, I thought it was supposed to end at 12:15.
We did. This is the last one, so we're lingering.
Okay.
Sammy, you are really quiet, but you like this topic a lot, and you told me you wanted to take it back to China and solve all those issues there. Good luck. But I like that you're so interested in it. Ellie, I love the way you dress. You dress really well. You're really artsy, and that brings a lot to the class. Like your mindset, I like it a lot. It's very creative. Michael, Very chill too. You're super chill too. I don't know. It's interesting to see both of you, like your stickers, all that. It's like you don't care how people see you, and I think that's a lot that we need right now in the society. It's like kind of like you, also. So you're very open-minded too, and the things that you did on Memento and all that, it's amazing. So we have a lot of skill there. Fernando, thank you so much for helping me in the project and for being like the middleman between me and the professor. She's always busy. But thank you so much.
Yeah, really invaluable to have the interface with you guys.
And Professor, thank you for taking all those topics and making them so much more interesting than they were. And you have these crazy ideas, and they always make me laugh. And what makes me laugh even more is that they can help, and that those crazy ideas can really solve simple issues, and people should be implementing them more. Like when you called Google the specialist enterprise, I laughed a lot. But the way you stated it, it makes sense. And I don't know, you're a very unique person, and I feel very honored to have this class with you.
So we're done. Just upload your things into the. Did you send them an invitation? Yes. Everyone has it. And I'm sending around this UN vivid reading. Actually, I really want to know if you enjoy reading it. And the questions about how you might then use the UN agreement to further your projects or other related projects. Thank you. I actually feel really honored to have had these smart, bright, and ambitious, the opportunity to really spend good time with you. So thank you very much. They say that we teach because we like to learn, and that the honor is, in fact, the honor and the pleasure is all mine. So thank you. Bye.